Uploading today's VEDS video while I film tomorrow's VEDS video. Good morning, VEDSies and friends and neighbors. It's September the 5th. It's September the 4th, but it's September the 5th. And I am watching day 4 of VEDS upload, and in the last 10 minutes of the upload, I am going to take a shower. You can't come with me for that, sorry. Now I'm all showered, and today I go into town to run some errands, so off we go. First stop, bank to deposit a paycheck. Second stop, library to get something to listen to for the various commuting I have to do, including commuting later today. And third stop, my beloved middle school to inquire about substitute teaching. Speaking of teaching, see how I did that nice little segue there? Wasn't that good? Like I said at the end of my video yesterday, I would like to add my own 2 cents to the conversation that has been started by Alicia, book 5204, and Katy Terberg. I too have trained to be an educator, a music educator, and having spent the summer giving various job interviews that unfortunately went nowhere, I was frequently asked the question of my teaching philosophies, what I plan to do in the classrooms, how I want my teaching to affect students, and like that. I want students to find their own individual gifts and strengths and figure out how they can use them. And I also want to help students develop mutual interdependence and learn how to operate in a community. Because I think that school is more than just a place where you go to learn a bunch of facts. It's a place where you learn how to be a person, learning how to integrate those facts, learning how to analyze and synthesize and evaluate those facts, and learning how to operate as a member of society using your own individual strengths and gifts. When you are school age, when you are an adolescent, you don't know what you're going to be yet. You're still figuring out what kind of person you want to be, and so it's the responsibility of schools and of teachers to give you all sorts of information, to give you all sorts of opportunities to figure out what your strength is going to be. It's about creating the next generation of citizens of the world and making them to be thoughtful and productive people. That is how history is made, from the people behind the scenes. And so for myself, I want to be remembered, but not by a large group of people. I want to be remembered by the people whose lives I have touched. And so basically, I want to be remembered for being one of the masses, one of the many who makes history. I want to be remembered for working behind the scenes. Making my brilliant statement about being remembered for working behind the scenes, and I did not realize that I had an opportunity to turn. So I guess the branch of Huntington, where I have so reliably made my deposits here in Ashland, has closed. Actually has been closed for several months, and I don't know where the new branch is, so I guess that'll have to wait. And of course, as soon as I am getting ready to load up the car to head to BG, it starts pouring down rain. This, by the way, is my middle school. That is where I went to school in the 8th grade. And I'm in BG, and I have Jimmy John's, and Paula Dean's making hush puppies on the television, and Jeffrey and Justin are in the kitchen. They both have YouTube channels. You should subscribe to them. Even though they're hiding from me right now. I think that's a pretty convincing likeness of one of my backgrounds, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think people even think twice about it. So I have a feeling that this video is already way too long, but I'm gonna go ahead and give some responses. Katie, like I told you in the comments, your video actually made me nostalgic for college, even the pain in the ass things like paying too much for parking passes and actually getting the parking passes. Jesse, excellent punishment ideas, especially the one for Alicia. Alicia, Tank is, as ever, adorable and awesome. And Jethro, the stories that your friends were telling were hilariously funny. I really enjoyed them, and it gave me an idea. I have in my possession a novel, in quotation marks, that I wrote when I was 10 years old. It was my first ever novel. I wrote it for a class, and my mom dug it up recently as she was cleaning out papers and such, and if you would like to hear some of it, please let me know and I will read you some of it. And as of the filming of this little bit here, Shelly has not uploaded a video just yet, but I will go ahead and put my response to her video in text form in the editing process once I've seen her video. And that does it for this day of VEDS. I'm going to go to editing, and then I'm going to go to bed. Good night, all.